easier for us in terms of the electrical gadgets we have here. And also we have gone a step further by showing us even how to maintain our system and how to protect our data in the system. And the ABC have, so far we have brought all that to awareness, enriching us in things that we need to know. And likewise, we have some other aspect of our job here, apart from the fact that we use technology to achieve our purpose. What then do we now do as a client of Lagos State Government? From my end here, we try as much as possible to make sure that the revenue is increasing day by day. The revenue is coming in as at when due. And that will take us to IGR monitoring. What is IGR? Just like my moderator have said earlier on. He said IGR is the internally generated revenue. And we are particular about the internally generated revenue for Lagos State Government. And that is why we are seated here. It's because the government wants the revenue to increase by and by, and making sure that as much as it is increasing, it's getting to the appropriate source. So that is why APC have invested so much, we spend so much on the electrical gadgets, making sure that we are doing it in the right way, meeting the world standard. So from our end there, we do what we call alignment of all payers to appropriate sectors of the economy. What do we mean by that? Because in Lagos State, as big as it is and as small as it is, we have so many companies in Lagos State. They engage in different activities. And because of this, we don't just want to combine all these companies together or individuals together with the nature of their job. What we have done from ABC is that we have classified all these companies under sectors. We categorize them according to the nature of their job under various sectors. And from our end there, we have different sectors, just like government have agencies. You know, when you, at your agency, your nature of job is pertaining to you, while the nature of job of another sector, agency is pertaining to them. So that's what we have done. But what we have done from our end is that we have gone a step further in terms of the agency. We have now done what we call sectorization of all companies. We have the energy sector, we have the manufacturing sector, we have the finance sector, various sectors, as many as you can think of, but depending on the nature of that business. Even individuals, we have categorized them under high net worth individuals. I'm talking about the MPs, the people, the big shots in the economy. We have them under the high net worth individuals. What about the traders, the artisans? What do we do with them? We also classify them. Yes, you know, nobody is an exception in Lagos State. So we try as much as possible with Workshopday. So we put everybody in his own group. So what we've done with the artisans, that's the traders, the hairdressers, we put them also under informal sectors. So from our end there, we have what we call PID. You know, my other colleague was talking to you about PID, how unique that number is. That number is just like your account number. When you go to a bank to open an account, they will give you your own account number. That means all your transactions, all your operation with the bank will come under that account number. Thank you. So what we have done from our end is that we have initiated this idea of a PID. The PID is meant for each individual that is coming into the tax net, each company that is coming into the tax net. This helps us to have all the information, the transactions of a particular person or company in one place. So that just like it was making mention of it the other time, that this PID, once you need anything, maybe you want to check your profile with the government, just put in that PID. It will give you all your information. That's all your transactions with Lagos State government. But what are we doing about cases whereby companies or individuals have more than one PID? It is possible. The only impossible thing there is that two individuals cannot have one PID, but an individual can have as many PID as possible. How do we come about this? These are some of the mistakes or errors that occur in the course of challenges that we have in the course of our job. And what happens when we have multiple PIDs? We try as much as possible from our end here to do what we call matching. That is putting all the transactions in those various PID together. That is after we have identified that all those PID belong to one person. We now do the merging together. But we might want to ask, what is the cause of this duplication of PID? Because at the bank, we are not the one that do. We normally create PID before, but the power has been given to banks to do creation of PID when a taxpayer comes to them to make payment. Instead of searching the system thoroughly with the name, they can go ahead and create another one. So when they create another one, that's duplication. Or even maybe using of abbreviation, initials, it can cause them to create another PID. So we have issues like that, and we have been able to do so many merging from our end. And also we do what we call electronic monitoring. Because of the facilities that have been put into place, we can sit at the comfort of our office and monitor companies. How do we do that? We just check through their profile with the help of their PID, know when last they made payments. We check their payments, how regular it is. It helps us to also get their average payment. But this can only be done now. You know, my organ that came the other time when he was doing the introduction, Mr. Belusi, he said we have gotten to the auto piloting system, whereby at the comfort of your office you can easily run reports and do some other things. Yes, but initially we do visit companies. We do what we call revenue monitoring. We visit the companies, we have our contact people there. That's maybe the accountant or the person in charge of their tax. So all the information we gather there, we normally input it in our system, in the EPS system. So after inputting it in our system, it has helped us to have a very robust system whereby we can plug into that system and get the information about them. But what about instances whereby maybe the information we have before has changed? Anytime we discover that information of maybe their address or the phone number, or we notice that maybe their accountant have changed, we go to them and get an updated information and use it to update our system. So that helps us to sit at the comfort of our office and also do what we call electronic monitoring.